My name is Maninder. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to explain the future tense. Future tense has four parts: simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Simple future and future continuous I have explained in my previous video. In this video, I am going to explain future perfect and future perfect continuous. Let's get started with future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will be completed in future time. Means an action that will be finished in the time to come. This tense also I will explain three kinds of sentences: affirmative, negative and interrogative. Affirmative sentences, as usual, I told you in the previous videos also, are used to declare something or inform somebody about something. Negative sentences are used normally for denial, and interrogative sentences are used to ask something from somebody. First of all, we'll start with affirmative sentences. Structure: subject plus will or shall as per the subject, have, third form of verb, and object. Since you can see here it is perfect tense. We have done perfect tenses in the present as well as past. We have been using have and had. Subject: will have or shall have, third form of verb, and object. First example: he will have returned, third form of verb is used here, from the market by 4 o'clock. Means a person will be returning from the market and time is given by 4 o'clock. Second example: she will have completed her book by the next week. Some work is supposed to be completed in the future time by the next week. They will have constructed the bridge in 6 months. Bridge construction activity is expected to have completed in 6 months. Negative sentences. The structure of negative sentences will be subject, will have or shall have, not, third form of verb, and object. Will have not and shall have not will be used with the subject. First example: he will have not returned from the market by 4 o'clock. Will have not, third form of verb. She will have not completed her book by the next week. Will have not is used with the third form of verb. They will have not constructed the bridge in 6 months. Interrogative sentences. When we want to ask something, we use interrogative sentences. Future perfect tense interrogative sentences structure will be will or shall in the beginning before the subject, then have, third form of verb, object, and a question mark to make it look like an interrogative sentence. Example first: will he have returned, third form of verb, from the market by 4 o'clock, and a question mark. I have encircled the question mark. Will is used in the beginning, third form of verb, and a question mark. Second example: will she have completed, third form of verb, her book by the next week? Question mark in the end. Will they have constructed the bridge in the 6 months? Something is being asked whether it will be completed or not. Future perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to describe an action that will be continuing in the future time. Perfect is visible here, so we'll be using have, will have, shall have, continuous, V1 ing. Affirmative sentences, as I have explained earlier, we'll be doing three kinds of sentences: affirmative, negative, and interrogative in each tense. Affirmative sentences. The structure will be subject, Will or shall, as per the subject, have been first form of verb with ing and object. Since and for I have written in bracket because in future we are not always sure that something will happen, because future is always in the hands of Almighty God. But as per grammatical structure we can use since or for. First example is he or she, singular subjects, will have been playing music, playing first form of verb with ing, music for 2 hours. It can also be here, he or she will have been playing music since 4 o'clock. Second example, they or you will have been dancing, first form of verb with ing, for an hour, or it can be a point of time, since 4 p.m. They will have been dancing for an hour. You will have been dancing for an hour. Third example, taking I and we as the subject. I shall have been chopping vegetables for half an hour. We shall have been chopping vegetables for half an hour. It can also be a point of time. Then we'll be using since and clock time. Negative sentences. When we refuse something or we deny something, we use negative sentences. Structure of negative sentences will be subject, will have or shall have not been, first form of verb with ing, object and since or for as per given point of time or period of time. Example, she or he, both are singular. She will have not been playing music for 2 hours. He will have not been playing music for 2 hours. Second example is they or you, both are plural. They will have not been dancing for an hour. You will have not been dancing for an hour. Dance ing, play ing. Third example is I and we. They both go with the shall. I shall have not been chopping vegetables since 3 p.m. As I have used here a point of time, so since is used. We shall have not been chopping vegetable since 3 p.m. Equally, it can be for half an hour. Interrogative sentences. When we want to ask something, we use interrogative sentences. Structure, will or shall in the beginning, subject, have been, first form of verb, ing, object, question mark, since and for if the time period or point of time is given. Example first, with the singular subjects. Will he have been playing music? Question mark. Will she have been playing music? Question mark. If the time period is mentioned, we can use since or for. Without time period, we'll be making questions like this. Second example, will they or you, plural subjects, will they have been dancing for an hour? Time period given. Will you have been dancing for an hour? Equally, it can be, if we remove this for an hour, we will use since 3 p.m., since 4 p.m. like that. Third example, using I and we. Shall I have been chopping vegetables for an hour? Shall we have been chopping vegetables for an hour? Chop and ing. We can see first form of verb with ing. This is how we make interrogative sentences in the future perfect continuous tense. That's all about the future tense. If you like the video, give a thumbs up and subscribe.